derby. This is it. This is the big one. I mean, we actually have quite a lot of Premier League games on at 2 p.m. today, so I'm going to be keeping an eye on every game. I mean, I can tell you the games we have. Obviously, we have the North London derby, which is the big one tonight or this afternoon. I keep saying tonight because I think it's a 4:30 game, but it's a 2 p.m. kickoff. So the 2 o'clock games we have today are obviously the North London derby, Brighton v Bournemouth. I expect Brighton to comfortably win that. Chelsea Villa could be a good game. Liverpool West Ham as well could be a good game, and then the 4:30 kickoff. I can't believe it's a 4:30 game. Sheffield United against Newcastle United. So yeah, we will go through the lineups of both Arsenal and Spurs. Surprise start for Spurs for Brennan Johnson. Really wasn't expecting him to start, but he does start. So the teams are this: David Raya starts in goal again. You know, I think it's like I said. I think Aaron Ramsdale needs to leave Arsenal because you know, I just can't see him getting any game time, to be honest. But Ben White, Saliba, Gabriel and Zinchenko, it's the usual back four for Arsenal. Odegaard, Rice and Vieira, so no Havertz. And then Bukayo Saka, Gabriel Jesus and Nketiah comes in for the injured Martinelli. And then for Spurs, Vicario in net, Pedro Porro, Romero, Van der Ven and Udogi. Basuma and Sarr, who I've been so impressed with. Basuma and Sarr in that midfield. And then Son, Maddison, Kulusevski and Brennan Johnson. I mean, this should be a cracker. You know, both teams on fine form. If we get up the table for you now, Spurs second in the league, Arsenal fourth in the league. They're on the same amount of points, you know, so Spurs do have a better goal difference by 3. Scored more goals than Arsenal this season, and it should just be such a good game. I do expect Arsenal to win, just because it's at the Emirates. That's the only reason why I think Arsenal will win this game this afternoon. You know, but it should be a cracker. You know, it's a derby. It's a North London derby, for crying out loud. You know, you want to see tackles going in. You know, we want to see tackles going in early. Don't forget, guys, like and subscribe. What a game this should be. Absolutely buzzing for this one. We're around 8 minutes away from kickoff. I mean, what we can do is we can go through the other teams that are playing today and have a look at their teams, because I actually don't know the teams of the other games on today. So we'll start with Brighton v Bournemouth. Let's have a look at these lineups. So for Brighton, Verbruggen in nets, Veltman, Webster, Dunk, Estepinian, Dahoud, Gilmore, Adegra, Buenetto, Welbeck and Evan Ferguson. I don't know why Ansu Fati's not starting. Is he injured or something? I think this game would have been perfect for Ansu Fati to start him. Maybe he might be injured, I don't know. I don't think he is. For Bournemouth, Neto, Kirkes, Kelly, Bonnier, Aaron, Billing, Cook, Clivert, Christie Tavernier, and Dominic Solanke. I expect Brighton to win that at least 2-0. Next game, Chelsea v Villa. You know, it's a must-win game this for Chelsea. Really struggling. But Villa are no slouches. You know, they came to Stamford Bridge last season and won. You know, it was a brilliant performance by John McGinn, if you remember. So, Chelsea's team is Sanchez, Gusto, Thiago Silva, Disasi, Colwill, Caicedo, Conor Gallagher, which I'm going to talk about in a minute, by the way. Sterling, Enzo Fernandez, Mudryk, and Jackson. And then for Villa, World Cup winner Emi Martinez in net, Digne, Pau Torres, Konza, Mike Ash, Zaniolo, who I actually think is a very good player, Douglas Luiz, Kamara, McGinn, Watkins, and Diaby. It's a very pacey front two that for Villa. And then the final game at 2 o'clock, Liverpool v West Ham, which again could be a very good game at Anfield. So I would expect Liverpool to win this. Alisson in net, Gomez, Matip, Van Dijk, who is back after serving his suspension, Andy Robertson, Szoboszlai, who I've been very impressed with, McAllister, Curtis Jones, Salah, Nunes, and Luis Diaz make up the front three. And then for West Ham, Areola, Emerson, Agard, Zuma, Kufal, Alvarez, Souček, Paqueta, Ward-Prowse, Bowen, and Mikel Antonio. Got some really good games on at 2 p.m. today. But I did want to talk about Conor Gallagher. I mean, how he's the captain of Chelsea, I don't know. Kind of just shows the mess Chelsea are in at the minute. I mean, you got Thiago Silva. You know, he should be the captain. Why is Conor Gallagher the captain for Chelsea? And you know, I just don't think captaincy means anything anymore for some teams. I just don't. And I think it should do, you know. I think a captain it's not necessarily the best player, but it's the one who motivates and leads the team through good and bad periods. But Conor Gallagher, Chelsea captain again, shows the mess Chelsea are in, to be honest with you, because there's no way he should be captain. Not in a million years. Quite embarrassing, to be honest, if you ask me. You know, I mean, Reece James is the Chelsea captain, but obviously he's injured again. But give it to Thiago Silva. I mean, Conor Gallagher, come on, seriously. Shocking. But we are 4 minutes away from kick-off in this North London derby. I mean, the games today are mental. You know, we've got Marseille v PSG on at 7:45. That should be a mental game. Not going to be doing a watch-along for that. This is going to be the only watch-along today. But Marseille PSG is always fireworks. It's mental, that game sometimes, and I expect it to be no different. We also have the Madrid derby, which I can't watch because it's on Viaplay, and I don't have it. So, yeah. And I am still ill. Got a cold, so it's a bit of an out. I do have soothers somewhere, but I don't need them. I need this. There we are. I've got my tissue because I'm dying. And they're the soothers, so yeah. Put them there. So yeah, it's like I've said, I do think Arsenal will win this game. I think it'll be tight, you know. I think Spurs will have chances. Why does my dog always do this? But yeah, it was like I was saying, I think it'll be a very tight game. I'm gonna go for 2 on Arsenal. I think they'll score midway through the first half and then get one quite late on. Like on the counter attack. Spurs are pushing for it. But it is one of the best rivals in English football history. It is a packed Emirates. I mean, I don't know what Spurs' record is like at the Emirates. Yeah, that's a good question. When did Spurs last win at the Emirates? Jesus there in the Arsenal huddle, trying to get him going. Can we see head to head on here? Right, here we go. So, Spurs' last win at the Emirates in the Premier League, that was the EFL Cup. I'm not really looking at it, EFL Cup, mate. When was it? It's going to be a while ago. 2010. 20th of November 2010, they won 3-2 after being 2-0 down. That was the last time Spurs won at the Emirates in the Premier League. 10 years ago, wow. Well, it's going to be Spurs to kick off here, and we're underway. It should be a game. Yeah, I think Arsenal will want to start off quick. But, you know, it's two teams on a great run of form at the minute. And, yeah, there should be a cracker tonight. I keep saying tonight. This afternoon. God. That's going to annoy me. That's an early free kick for Arsenal. You know, Harry Kane, I think, is the top scorer of North London derbies. Obviously, not at Spurs anymore. You know, Spurs heavily relied on Harry Kane in these games. So, who will be the one to do it for Spurs in the future? That's a foul by Odegaard. You know, as a fan, you never want to lose a derby game. Why is it just like a row of Arsenal fans in all black? Don't know what that's about, that's weird. Try and intimidate us. Oh, God, Basuma nearly lost it there. It's going to be a Spurs throw-in, but Basuma there was nearly caught on it by Jesus. I think Spurs have to get the first goal in this game. I really do. I think they've got to get the first goal. I just think if Arsenal score first, you know, the Emirates are going to erupt and they'll play on confidence. But here's Sarr. Maddison. He's picked up some good space here, Maddison. And gets it wide to Brennan Johnson. Deflected over the bar, Spurs corner. That was a good attack by Spurs. Brennan Johnson getting his first Spurs start, and you know, what a game to start in. The North London derby. But Maddison again there, picking up a really good space. I like Brennan Johnson. I think he's a good player. You know, I think Morgan Gibbs White as well. Obviously, who plays for Forest. Brennan Johnson previously at Forest. think Gibbs White will leave as well in the future. Madison whips it in. Basuma hits it. Son scores. But I think he's offside, Heung-min Son, and he is. Spurs had the ball in the back of the net, but Son is offside. And he is rightfully offside as well. This won't count. Still 0-0. Right decision there. I mean, he's a mile offside. You can't really miss that one. Good start though by Spurs this. I think they need to silence the crowd. I'll tell you what though, Spurs can win this game. I mean, just think of it. If Spurs can win this game, wow. Arsenal with the press there. Spurs throwing. I mean, I don't know what Odegaard was doing there. He just kicked out for a goal kick. That was weird. Got Madison so composed. Here's Sarr. Spurs was knocking around here though. But now Arsenal have possession. And here's Saka. You never want to get Saka one-on-one. Here's Odegaard. Try to backheel it to Saka. Spurs can play the way out with Brennan Johnson, who is quick. But he's dribbled it out of play. Nice one, Brennan. Yeah, look at Saka diving there. What are you diving? Don't forget, guys, like and subscribe. Trying to hit 250 subscribers. Arsenal here though, with Saliba or Gabriel, I don't know. That's going to be a free kick to Arsenal for a foul on Romero and Jesus. Obviously, Argentina versus Brazil, they hate each other, so could be a bit feisty between them two. Could be a bit feisty. Yeah, I mean, it is a foul. It's a late tackle. I think Arsenal have already got one key injury in Martinelli. You know, they can't really be doing with anymore. Not like the crisis United are in though at the minute. My word, but you know. And here is Raya, who is now the starting goalkeeper. Let's be honest. You know, you don't. If Ramsdale was the starting keeper, he would have started this game. Now that is a very good tackle by. What's his name? Van der Min, I think, is it? On Nketiah. There's Vicario, who's literally just passed it to Saka. I mean, he's literally all over him there, a doggy. And I think that's what a doggy's got to do. You know, Saka's not going to like it. You know, the fans are going to get a doggy's back, but I think he's got to stay tight to Bukayo Saka. Yeah, it's the only way you're going to stop him. It really is. Every 10 minutes, guys, we're going to check the other 2 o'clock games. So we got another 2 minutes before we check. Why are Arsenal doing that Icelandic clap thing? Why are they doing that? Here's Odegaard to whip it in for Arsenal. Got a wonderful left foot, Martin Odegaard. He does whip it in. That's going to go for a goal kick to Spurs. Yep, goal kick. Goal kick to Spurs. Come on, Bakayo. It was a goal kick. You know it was. Kulusevski to Basuma. Really impressed me. Yes, Basuma this season, wasn't in favour with Conte at all, but I think we all knew he had quality when he was at Brighton, and it's been unbelievable this season. Basuma, arguably, he's been the best player in the league this season, or one of them. Been unbelievable, and I think this is where his Spurs career changes around. But what is that guy's name? I need to find out. At number 37 for Spurs. I forgot his name. He's Dutch. I forgot his name. It's like Mike van der Men. Carriel boots it long, and that's going to be comfortable for Raya. Right, we're going to check the scores. 0-0 in every game. Let me just have a look what that guy's name is. Van der Ven. Van der Ven. There we go. I've got it now. Van der Ven. Right. Zinchenko. I think Spurs have started off the better team here though so far. There's Jesus. Zinchenko. That's a poor pass. Shocking pass that by Zinchenko. And the doggy is fouled by Saka. Clear foul. Barbican, Saka that. Kulusevski's done very well there. Got a bit lucky. Now he's driving into space. Oh, I should have put Johnson there. It does come to Johnson. And here's Van der Ven. Is he offside? No, he's onside. I thought Kulusevski was offside there. Turns out he was onside. It's like under Ange Postecoglou, Spurs are like a different team. I'm not joking. It's kind of crazy what he's been managed to do. It's such an early time, He's not even had, 2 months yet of Premier League football, and already you can see the playing style. If Spurs can, because this is going to adapt, the better Spurs get, because let's be honest, like, Spurs have been quite a boring team to watch in recent seasons. You know, especially Conte, Nuno. They've been very boring to watch. And, you know, I did say that Postecoglou would get sacked, and I think he would struggle at Spurs. He's not struggling at the minute, and Arsenal just had an unbelievable chance with Jesus at the back post. I think Vicario saved it. Brennan Johnson has done unbelievably well there to keep that ball in. He's won a foul. He's done very well there, Brennan Johnson. Very, very well indeed. But let's have a look at this Jesus chance again here. Vicario, who I've also been quite impressed with. So if Bukayo Saka whips it into the back post, Jesus arrives. It's a brilliant save. It's an unbelievable save. It's a top save. Hits it into the ground, Jesus. Can't believe he's missed it. It's a great save by Vicario. You know, you need your goalkeepers to produce in big games, and Vicario has just saved a goal, basically, there. Very good save by the Italian. Pretty sure he's Italian. Oh, God, look at Arteta again. I hate Arteta, you know. And he's getting booked, Arteta. Wait, what? No, he's not. The doggy's getting booked. Oh, I thought that booking was going to be Arteta. Turns out the doggy's getting booked. And, you know, you never want your fullbacks getting booked early. And the doggy has been booked early. He knows he's late, a doggy. You can tell by the smile. I mean, but a yellow card... I don't know. I think that was a soft yellow. The referee only gave that because of the Arsenal fans. Like, we all know he did. Who is the referee, by the way? Oh, God, it's him. What's his name again? Forgot. Oh, and Odegaard's been booked as well. So, the Arsenal captain booked and the doggy booked. A doggy's got to be careful now because Arsenal are going to target that side, and it's a mistake by a doggy. And Eddie Nketiah tried to beat Vicario at the near post, but Vicario saves it again. But that was nearly a horror moment for a doggy. Maybe could he shoot it a bit earlier, Eddie Nketiah, or maybe square it. Goes for goal. Gets a bit greedy. It's a very good save at the near post by Vicario. But, you know, I think any striker there is shooting, to be honest with you. Arsenal pushing here. And the team on top now. It's Vieira. Over the top to Jesus. Side as well. Vicario will clear. Son's done well. And here's Kuleveski. Oh, ref. What are you on about? Come on. Ref. Oh, that is an absolute shocker of a decision. I'm sorry, man, but what is he blown for there? I'm not even going to see a replay. That is never a foul. Saka, nope. Don't forget, guys, like and subscribe. There will be no watch-alongs this week. I mean, obviously there is Carabao Cup football this week, but I really can't be bothered doing any watch-alongs for that. There's Son to Maddison. Spurs, I think, just need to calm it down a little bit here. Arsenal being on top in these last 5-10 minutes. It was a good start for Spurs. You know, they were keeping the ball well, but Arsenal kind of started to dominate a little bit in the last 5. So this Kuleveski is a good tackle, but it's on the wing. It's Krostin. Ryo dove, got nowhere near it, and was that Bassoon? No, Papazar hits over the bar. I'm a poet and I don't even know it. Bars. I don't know what Ryo's doing there. That was a bit panicky. I mean, he goes for the ball, David Ryo, and he's nowhere near it. Luckily, Ben White's there, though. Spurs put on the press there on Vieira. And here's Porro. Kuleveski. Ryo spills it, but didn't fall to anyone. There's Saka against Udogie. And I think this is what Arsenal will do a lot now this game. Try and get Saka 1v1 with Udogie. That's a nice turn by Saliba. That's gone out for a goal kick to Spurs. Right, let's have a look at the other scores. All of the other games are still 0-0 at the minute. No goals so far in the 2 o'clock kickoffs. I still can't believe Sheffield United versus Newcastle United. Oh, there has been a goal. Mo Salah has put Liverpool 1-0 up from the penalty spot against West Ham. 1-0 to Liverpool. There we go. Mo Salah. Oh dear. Never really in doubt when Salah takes penalties and put Liverpool 1-0 up there, you know. And West Ham could be looking at back-to-back defeats. Yes, they are against Man City and Liverpool, but they had a very good start to the season, West Ham. But I think they were always expected to lose to Man City and Liverpool. I'm not lost at Anfield yet, though, but got a mountain to climb. Here's Odegaard. Really good play that by Udogie. Really good strength. He's got to be careful, though, because he is on a yellow card. Can't be offside. Yep, offside from Son. It's been a good opening 20 minutes, I think, so far. Arsenal have had the best chances in this game with Jesus and Eddie Nketiah. Spurs yet to really have a big chance. And defend as well. Ben White's in there quickly. There's Saka. There's Zinchenko. Jesus, who really should have scored for Arsenal. It's a very good save, though it was by Vicario. Very good save indeed. And that's a shocking pass by Saliba. Throw in to Spurs. Alison's fouled by Odegaard. What a start. No, what a start to life he's had at Spurs. James Maddison, obviously Premier League Player of the Month. Fully deserved. Fully deserved. Don't think anyone else was going to get it apart from him. You know, he's a top player, James Maddison. You know, obviously, still stunned, to be honest, that Leicester did get relegated, but he was by far the best player for Leicester last season. You know, and he was always going to move was Maddison. Same for Harvey Barnes. Same for Tillemans. You know. Maddison's fouled. It was a foul. He dragged him back there. Oh, God. The air is rolling around on the floor here. Oh, God. Free kick to Spurs, good area. Good area this. I mean, it's quite central. But I do expect Maddison just to clip this one in, hopefully. You know. I mean, he's open for like someone from Spurs to get their head on it, you know, cause a bit of chaos in the Arsenal box. But he's got a great delivery on him, James Maddison, a really good delivery. So this could be cause for concern for the Gunners. Maddison does whip it in. Rice heads away. Papasar volleys it, and it's a very good pass to Kuleveski. Definitely wasn't aimed there, that was a shot. But Spurs still have it. And here's a doggy. Saka does well. Good tracking back there by Saka. There's Nketiah. Saka. Arsenal losing. Here's Kuleveski. Zinchenko does well. Now can Arsenal break? Here's Odegaard. There's Saka. The fans are on their feet at the Emirates. Saka is in. Deflected in by Romero. Arsenal lead. I mean, how are you allowing Bukayo Saka that much space on his left foot? That's all I'm going to say. How are you allowing Bukayo Saka that much space on his left foot? I mean, that is shocking defending by Spurs. I mean, it's a good attack by Arsenal, but it's shocking defending. Bukayo Saka comes up trumps again in the North London derby. Odegaard gets it, pings out to Saka. Udogie makes it far. I mean, Brennan Johnson and Udogie make it far too easy for Saka to cut in. But look how much space he has in the box. I mean, he's got so much time. No one's closing him down. Romero swings a boot at it. I mean, it's an unfortunate goal. It's rash defending, and unfortunately, we know with Romero, he's got that in his game. Makes rash decisions. I don't know if Vicario's saving it. I really don't. But it will go down as a Bukayo Saka goal. It will do, because it was on target. And that was the fear for Spurs. Them going 1-0 down. It's going to be interesting to see how they do now, because I don't really see him turning this game around, if I'm being honest with you. I think it could be quite hard for them to do that. And Bournemouth are 1-0 up at Brighton. Dominic Solanke in the 25th minute, giving Bournemouth the lead. And, well, I don't really know what's going on with Brighton at the minute. You know, beat United 3-1 at Old Trafford. Could lose back-to-back games to AEK Athens and Bournemouth. Don't know what's going on with Brighton at the minute. But here it is. Was it going in? I mean, it might have been going wide or hitting the post, actually. It's quite hard to tell from that angle. I don't know whose goal that's going to go down as. Let's check FootMob. It has gone down as Saka's goal on FootMob. But I don't know. mean, I think it will go down a Saka goal. I do think it was potentially creeping in that side netting. But Arsenal do lead thanks to Bukayo Saka, and I always said enough already about Bukayo Saka. What a player! He's now doing it in the big games. This isn't the first North London derby he's scored in. It's not the first big game he's scored in. He's becoming a very clutch player for Arsenal, Saka. And yes, that goal was lucky with the deflection, but you make your own luck. And he had so much time. It's shocking defending by Spurs. I think Postecoglou is going to be very, very angry with that because so much time for Bukayo Saka, man. Like, no one closing him down at all. And, if you give a player that much time, they're always going to cause something. And Romero was rash to put out a leg. Deflects in. What have Spurs got now? They need to show a little bit of character, Spurs. I'm not sure if they've been behind in a game this season. I think they might have been in one. But this is going to go. They need to show character now. North London derby, 1-0 behind. Arsenal are going to be full of confidence now. What have Spurs got? That's the question. That is the question. And it's Saka. See, that's the thing with Adogi getting booked. Saka's going to have a field day. And here's Fabio Vieira. Crosses it in. And Van der Ven is brilliant defending. But Spurs here are looking a little bit all over the place. Great ball by Saka to Vieira. And if Van der Ven doesn't get to this ball, Jesus has got a tap in at the back post. But they are a little bit all over the place here for Spurs at the minute. Saka to whip in this corner. And it will be another corner to Arsenal. Saw with the clearance. Saka goes back post this time. It's cleared. Vieira heads it back in, but it's an easy claim for Vicario. Spurs are just passing it around the back here. Maddison's been caught on it. And Gabriel Jesus has hit it over the bar. But my word, did James Maddison and Spurs get away with one there. What a press from Arsenal. Just catches him out, Jesus, and really, it's centre of the goal. You've got to score. I'm sorry. You've got to score that. That goes in. It's game over, in my opinion. Spurs really got away with one there. That should have been in. That's potentially the game right there. And there's Son. Maddison. Still got it, Maddison, but the ref's giving another foul for Arsenal. And, I think this ref might be an Arsenal fan. Threw it long to Nketiah. Romero, I don't know what he's doing, but the referee's given the free kick the other way, but it's giving advantage to Spurs. Here's Van de Ven. That. Good sweeper keeping that by Raya. Here's Rice. He's a very good ball carrier, Declan Rice. Strives with the ball so well. Here's Zinchenko. There's Jesus, who has had 2 chances in this game. Really probably should have scored both of them. That's a misplaced pass by Romero. Doggy's done well there. He's done really well, a doggy. He's got a pass. Good tackle by Saliba. There's Jesus. Looking for Nketiah, but that's comfortable by Vicario. No way out for Spurs at the minute. Trying to work through this press, but Arsenal doing very well. There's David Raya. He just kicks it all the way through to Vicario. You know, I've had my say on the Raya Ramsdale situation. Because I just don't think in a football club you can have 2 top quality goalkeepers. I don't think you can. I just don't. And you know, Raya and Ramsdale are top quality goalkeepers. You know, you've got people saying Aaron Ramsdale should be England's #1. You know, so he's a top quality goalkeeper, and there he is showing him on screen now. Aaron Ramsdale. I think Ramsdale's going to move, and because there's no way Ramsdale's going to be happy on the bench. You know, Odegaard, Vicario, good hands. There's just no way he's going to be happy on the bench, Aaron Ramsdale, and I think a move in January is going to be very, very likely because clearly Arteta thinks that David Raya is Arsenal's #1 because he's playing him in a North London derby. Like, do you know what I mean? So I think Aaron Ramsdale will move. And you know, it's going to be interesting to see if he does move, what club goes for him. Because I do think he's a good keeper. And here's Son, picked up some good space there for Spurs. And here's Kulusevski, and this is a good chance for Spurs. Here's Son, Brennan Johnson. It's a brilliant save by David Raya. Just didn't have enough power on it. You know, they'll be gassing up that save, but it is kind of right down the middle. It didn't have much power. You know, don't get me wrong, it's a very good save that by David Raya, but you know, I think any good goalkeeper should be saving that. I really do. But that was a very good attack by Spurs. Worked it through the press. Son picked up a very, very good space. Found Kulusevski. He played it back to Son. I thought he was going to go for goal, Heung-min Son, but he tried to square it to Johnson. And there's Porro. Good defending that by Gabriel. Can also work it out. It's booted up. That's not a foul, ref out. And there we go. Here's the save again. Really good play by Spurs between Son and Kulusevski. Yeah, I think if it's more in the corner, it's a goal. I mean, it is quite central. Not that much power. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's a very, very good save by David Raya. But I think a top quality goalkeeper should be stopping that, and he does stop it. There's Son. Couldn't find the man he intended to pass to. Spurs are, finishing first half strong game. 5 minutes to go to half time. Here's Sarr. Here's Johnson. 1v1 with Ben White. Crosses it in. Raya holds. Comfortably, that was for Raya. Let's have a look at the other scores. Still 1-0 Bournemouth, 0-0 Chelsea Villa, 1-0 Liverpool, and obviously 1-0 to Arsenal. You're going to have people gassing up that save, but look at that Ramsdale clapping there. Great to see that. Clearly he's backing Raya, but we all know how in that. You're not going to be happy, when you're on the bench. And I think you've got to leave, mate. There's Basuma nearly losing it there. Just about gets that pass away. Oh, you nearly lost it again there, Basuma. He has lost it. Spurs have done very well to win it back, but Arsenal catching Spurs out here on with their press. And winning it in good areas, Arsenal, but they just can't. They can't really make anything happen with it. Here's Maddison. That's a great pass. To Dejan. There's nobody in the box, though. It's crossed in. And I think it's come off the bar. What is happening? I have no idea what just happened there. I think Spurs might have just hit the bar from a cross. Maddison's got away from Saka. Son, it's in! Spurs are level. Well then, it's 1-1 at the Emirates. That has silenced the crowd. Hey, I told you it was coming. They've been on top in this last 5-10 minutes, Spurs, putting Arsenal on the back foot. And Heung-min Son has levelled it for Spurs. Game on. I mean, we need to see the earlier chance. It was a bit of a messy goal, that. Really don't know what happened there. Here it is with the cross. And Raya actually saves it. Poor positioning from Raya. Nearly gets caught out. Spurs do well to pick it up. Maddison gets past Saka far too easily. And he does well to keep it in Maddison. Picks out Son. Swoops it in with his left foot. And it's 1-1 in the North London derby. Ball stays in by a country mile. What a finish by Son. In off the post. No Kane. It doesn't matter. They've got Heung-min Son. And they deserve that, Spurs. They've been the much better side in this last 10 minutes. And yeah, 1-1 3 minutes to go till half time, and oof, what a game, boys. What a game. I knew this game wasn't going to disappoint. Arsenal fans all sat down. The Emirates has been silenced. Apart from the Spurs fans, obviously. Spurs have had more shots than Arsenal. Spurs 7 shots, Arsenal 6, both with 3 on target. It's been quite an even game, but I think Arsenal have had the better of them shots on target though. Especially with that Jesus chance at the back post. He also had another chance, Gabriel Jesus, where he should have scored. Picked off Maddison. Yeah, it's another assist for James Maddison as well. Seriously, he is having an unbelievable start to the season, James Maddison. You know, people feared for Spurs when Harry Kane left. They feared, you know, thought they would struggle. But look at that. That was just beautiful football by Spurs. There's an identity with Spurs now. You know, I think this is why people moan at Manchester United for not having an identity. An identity. You know, I'm a Manchester United fan. You look what Postecoglou's done with this Spurs team within the space of, you know, less than 3 months. Ten Hag's had it over a year, and we still don't really know how we play football. But you can see exactly how Spurs want to play football now. It's very possession based. It's picked up a good. And here's Brennan Johnson. No, it's not. It's Ryers. Again, though, Spurs got into a good position there. That was just the wrong choice of pass. Doggy has done very well again there. Been really impressed with a Doggy. Really have been. Especially because he's on a booking. And there's Jesus. Wins a free kick. Sal's going to get booked. And Basuma's going to get booked. Oh, this ref, he is a disgrace. It's a bloody derby, ref. What are you booking players for? It's a derby. Come on. Yes, it's a yellow card for Sarr, but what are you giving Basuma a yellow for as well? Four minutes have been added on. We're already 1 minute into additional time. And what has been a very, very entertaining half of football. Very fast-paced. But we will get to talk about the stats at half-time. And Jesus will not keep that in. And there'll be a Spurs goal kick. Like I mentioned before, Spurs have not beat Arsenal at the Emirates for 10 years. I think it's 10 years. I will double check that stat for you. Let's just type it on Google. When was the last time Spurs won at the Emirates? So yeah, 2011, over 10 years. There it is. That's mental, that. 10 years. But I tell you, they're in a really good position to do it here today. Because they're in this game. You know, it's probably going to be half time 1-1. They're in this game. Right, Zinchenko's taken a long time here to throw the ball. Good strength there by Salah. Here's Basuma's getting booked. Like, he don't do anything. All he does is come up to the ref. Oh, it's a shocker. Honestly, I hate referees, man. And also shot over the bar by Declan Rice. Goal kick to Spurs. I think Postecoglou can be very happy with this half. You know, for the opening 25 minutes, Arsenal with the better team, but for the last 20 minutes, Spurs have been the better team. And that is half time at the Emirates. It's Arsenal 1, Spurs 1. Arsenal who took the lead thanks to Bukayo Saka or Romero own goal. I still don't know what it's gone down as. And you know, a goal where you would say, oh, they deserved that goal, Arsenal. You know, Jesus had a very good chance to make it 1-0 before that, and Nketiah had a chance. But then Jesus missed a really good chance to make it 2-0. And, you know, if that goes in, it's like I said at the time, it's game over. He misses it, blazes it over the bar. And then from that moment, Spurs were dominant. You know, they get a deserved equaliser, Spurs. A really well taken finish by Heung-min Son. You know, and we're 1-1 at half time. And this second half, it's anyone's game. Anyone's game. But let's have a look at the stats for you guys. Brighton are 1-1. West Ham are 1-1 at Anfield. So Brighton have scored a Kirkes own goal. So that's 1-1 at the Amex. And West Ham have scored as well at Anfield. Jared Bowen making it 1-1 at Anfield. We're not at half time yet in the Liverpool game. Chelsea Villa 0-0 at half time. Still Chelsea struggling to score. But let's have a look at the Arsenal versus Spurs stats. So here we go. Spurs 60% possession. Who would have thought that this time last year? That Spurs would have more possession than Arsenal, but they've got 20% more than them. Total shots equal at 7. Spurs have missed 3 big chances apparently compared to Arsenal's 2. Don't know how they've worked that out, but okay. Accurate passes, 134 for Arsenal, 82%, 224 for Spurs, 89%. That's amazing now. 2 offsides for Spurs, 1 for Arsenal. And then Arsenal had 3 corners to Spurs' 1. It has gone down as a Romero own goal, I can confirm. So it has not gone down as Saka's goal. It has gone down as a Romero own goal, which must mean Saka's shot was going off target or hitting the post. But no, it's been a very, very even game. Very even. And, you know, it's tough to call who's going to win this, to be honest. Really tough to call, because I think Spurs have done very well. Very, very well in that half. Don't forget, guys, it's been 12 years since Spurs last won at the Emirates in the Premier League. 12 years. So, there's a chance for history for them today, Spurs. I keep forgetting the next watch-alongs, guys. yes, obviously I'm not going to do any midweek just because it's Carabao Cup and I can't really be bothered doing any Carabao Cup games, to be honest. I mean, I know, as you know, I'm going to the United game on Tuesday, so can't do one for that, obviously. Newcastle City, I mean, I could do, but I just can't be bothered doing Carabao Cup. Let's have a look on the weekend. Saturday. Spurs v Liverpool. So that's definitely one we're doing that. The way Spurs are playing could be a good game. Spurs v Liverpool at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. R5 kickoff for that. We'll do that 100%. And then on Sunday, not doing that one. Nottingham Forest Brentford. You're having a laugh. Get out. Monday, Fulham Chelsea. I can't really be bothered doing that. And then on Wednesday the 4th. Tuesday, I'm probably not going to do any either. Napoli Real Madrid's a good game, but don't think I'm going to do any there. And then Wednesday's the big one, isn't it, in the Champions League? Newcastle versus Paris Saint-Germain. Their first Champions League game in over 20 years for Newcastle, back at St James's Park. What a game that should be. Here's the Romero own goal. So it definitely has gone down as an own goal. Oh, just look at the space like Saka has. It's criminal. It's criminal defending that from Spurs. He just has so much space. It's crazy. But here's the Spurs goal, I think. Oh no, this is still the Romero own goal. It's a very good attack by Arsenal. Zinchenko gets it, fizzes it into Odegaard, who even Odegaard has too much time to pick out Saka. Cuts in on his left foot with ease. He just has too much time. Bukayo Saka and Romero's rash. Even Jamie Redknapp's saying there, I can see by the gesture, he's doing this. You've got to get close to him. I know what that gesture means. But here is the Spurs goal. Kulusevski gets it on the right hand side. Pins up Gabriel. Passes it back to Sarr, who it's kind of a cross shot. Raya panics, tips it away, saves Johnson's shot. Rice with the header clearance. Udogie heads it to Maddison, who gets past Saka far too easy. You've got a foul in there, Bukayo. Does really well to keep it in Maddison. Puts it on a plate for Son. I mean, it's not an easy finish for Heung-min Son. It's not an easy finish at all. He is surrounded by quite a few Arsenal players, but he just manages to get that space where the ball's going. It's a very good finish by Son. Posting in. Lovely. I still can't believe that this game isn't a 4:30 kickoff. Like, either Chelsea Villa should have been, either Villa Chelsea or Liverpool West Ham should have been the 2 p.m. kickoff, and this should have been the 4:30 kickoff. Like, how have Sheffield United, Newcastle managed to get on at 4:30? It's crazy. But the second half is coming up, guys. Well, second half it should be. I do still think Arsenal are going to win this game, though. I just think the crowd's going to be up for it in this second half, and you know, do expect Arsenal to still win this game, but it won't be easy though. Will not be easy at all for Arsenal because Spurs they're looking good on the attack. Back in a minute, guys. We're back. Don't forget, guys, like and subscribe, turn on notifications. So every other 2 o'clock game is 1-1, apart from Chelsea v Villa, which is 0-0. So every game's a draw, which is quite strange. Second half is about 3 minutes away, guys. Well, second half we should be installed for. And here's the Jesus chance they're showing on TV now. Vicario passes to Madison, gets robbed in the ball, very centre of the box. He's got to score. I mean, you've got to score them opportunities, you know. If you score them, you win games. Showing the David Raya save now. You know, I think people gas up that save, but I do think it's relatively routine. Didn't have much power. The placement wasn't great on it by Brennan Johnson. Players are out on the pitch now. Well, the Spurs players are. Now some players are coming out onto the pitch now, coming out the tunnel. Doesn't look like... Oh, Kai Havertz is coming on. Well, that's probably for Vieira. In fact, I don't see Odegaard walking out. 2 changes for Arsenal. Havertz and Jorginho coming on. So Declan Rice is off. Don't know what Arteta's doing here, but he clearly must see something that we don't. So Jorginho and Havertz are on for, I presume, Vieira and Rice, because I can see Odegaard now. Well, Declan Rice is definitely off, and it will be Vieira, won't it? So changes at half time for Arsenal. I don't know what the fans are going to think of that, but clearly he sees something. Can Havertz get a goal? You know, his first Arsenal goal. What a big moment. And it could change his fortune, Kai Havertz, if he does score in this game. You know, a lot of Arsenal fans have been a bit confused, a bit bemused with the signing of Havertz. Because he hasn't been that good, has he? But, you know, if he does well in this 45 minutes, it's confidence, it's confidence. Nice by Zinchenko, and here's Jesus. And here's Havertz back to Jesus, who is not fouled by Sarr. And that'll be a goal kick to Spurs. There is the passion merchant, Arteta. Such a passion merchant. Spurs done well there, worked that out very nicely. There's Kuleveski. Tries to spin Gabriel. Pulls his shirt. That's a free kick to Arsenal. Didn't need to pull his shirt there, did Dejan? Oh, and Raya there. So nearly catching him out. Arsenal are dominating possession here early on in this second half. Here's Havertz. To Jesus. Really bad pass again by Saliba. And here's Brennan Johnson on the counter-attack for Spurs. Maddison's breaking a sweat. Johnson, Saliba tackles but doesn't win the ball. Show good strength there, Johnson. Stay on his feet. Maddison's in behind here. Couldn't take it down. I think he was onside there, James Maddison. He takes it down. He's 1v1 with Raya. But he couldn't take it down. And here's Saka. Tries to take on a doggy. But wins the corner for Arsenal. Declan Rice is shaking his head. It's just showing him on screen now. Bit of a shake of the head there by Rice. Don't think he's best pleased that he's been taken off. And clearly he's not injured, I don't think, so strange by Arteta. Don't forget, guys, like and subscribe. Turn on notifications. Whipped in. That's handball. Oh, ref. Odegaard! Corner to Arsenal, but I think this might be a penalty. They're checking it. Surely they're checking it. Is it Romero again? It's an absolute scramble. Comes to Ben White. Yeah, that's going to be a penalty. It's Romero again. I mean, it's a stone wall penalty. His hands up. Romero. He's having a North London derby disaster class here. That's a penalty. That is a penalty. It's gone to VAR. I mean, this is going to get given. If this doesn't get given, I am amazed. Absolutely amazed. The referee's going to go to the monitor and he's going to point to the spot here. 100%. I mean, this has to get given. I mean, VAR are taking a while here. When they take a while, it's usually not a good sign. They are still checking it. I mean, this is the issue with VAR. It takes too bloody long. Like, I needed one look at it. It's a penalty. It's a bloody penalty. I don't know what they're taking so long about this for. Oh my god, this is actually embarrassing. Referee's going to go to the screen. I mean, I don't know why it's took this long. It's embarrassing. Of course he's going to give it. I mean, it's a penalty, isn't it? I mean, it's kind of stopping a goal. It's kind of stopping a goal. I mean, I don't know if Papa saw, so it's Basuma that's on the line. I don't know if he's stopping it. I mean, referee, you need one look at it. Come on, you shouldn't need about 4 looks at it. That's embarrassing. This is a penalty. What are you doing, ref? But I needed one look at it. Jesus. There we go. Ref blows his whistle. Penalty. Yeah, we all knew it was. I don't know why it took so long again. That's where VAR is so embarrassing. And it's a penalty to Arsenal. And Bukayo Saka will have the chance to make it 2-1. And like I said, it's been a Romero North London derby disaster class here. Ange is laughing, but I'm sorry, Postecoglou. It is a penalty, whether you like it or not. You know, his hand's up here. You can't do it. Penalty clear as day. Odegaard gives the ball to Saka. And I think this might be 2-1 Arsenal. I mean, you know, Bukayo Saka doesn't have a great record with penalties. But can Arsenal make it 2-1 here very early in the second half? Like I said, doesn't have a great record. But Bukayo's stepping up. Saka runs up, straight down the middle. Vicario dives to the left. It's 2-1 to Arsenal from the penalty spot, in which was a penalty. I don't know why VAR needed so long to look at that. Bloody embarrassing again by VAR. But Arsenal lead 2-1 in the North London derby. And Spurs are going to have to come from behind again. Is Saka mocking Maddison's celebration there with the darts? I think he might be. Pretty scum that, Picard. I can't lie if you are, but if you're not, then fair enough. Yeah, straight down the middle. Yeah, I don't know why, penalty takers don't do that more, go straight down the middle, because it's probably the safest spot to put a penalty. Showing the penalty again. I mean, it's a clear penalty. I mean, it took the VAR about 5 minutes to give it. Bloody embarrassing. How Spurs lost the ball already, but Maddison's in. Son! Oh my God, it's 2-2! Oh my God! Oh my God! What is happening here? Oh my God, they've literally scored a kickoff goal. Oh my dearie me. Oh, Arsenal. Oh my days. Is Son onside? I mean, he must be. There's no way Maddison usually mistimes a pass. It's another assist for Maddison. It's another goal for Heung-min Son. And well, Arsenal have been stunned. It's 2-2 and Spurs have equalised within about 20 seconds of Arsenal scoring. Unbelievable. Jorginho loses the ball. Declan Rice is probably like, Arteta, why did you take me off? Maddison, Son's clearly onside. It's a brilliant finish by Heung-min Son. But Jorginho holds his head in shame. What a pass by Maddison. I mean, it's quite a simple pass. Heung-min Son, never in doubt, are you? But, oh my days. Arsenal. You can't do that. Look at Ange with his hand up. It's funny though, because Arsenal got the ball back from Spurs' kickoff, which I don't know how they did. That's going to be a free kick, and Havertz is going to be booked. Oh my God. 2-2, 10 minutes into the second half. You see, this is a derby, people. This is a derby. Whew. Ooh. Ooh. Brighton are winning 2-1 as well. So they've turned it around. Mitoma, a minute into the second half, making it 2-1. Still 0-0 at Stamford Bridge. Still 1-1 at Anfield. And 2-2 here. Let's have a look at the timings of this goal. Saka 54 minute, Son 55 minute. Absolutely mental. 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 Oh, Chelsea have been just given a red card. Gusto has been sent off. Oh dear. It's going all wrong for Chelsea. Malo Gusto sent off for Chelsea. Can Villa go and win the game now at Stamford Bridge? Surely they're going to be favourites. But what a game this has been. Arsenal Spurs. You know, what's that phrase? Whenever you score, it's always the worst, most likely time to concede. Crazy. crazy game of football this has been. Wow. This is the Premier League, though, in all its glory. You know, this is why it's the best league in the world, boys. But you just can't do that, you know. Man United did it on Wednesday night against Bayern Munich. You know, we scored and it's like we conceded literally straight away. Or we conceded and then we conceded again. You can't do it, you know, in football. Yes, I know you're excited, but you've got to compose yourself in these games. And Arsenal look a bit shell-shocked here. Heung-min Son is on a hat-trick. To be honest with you, I would back him getting it, to be honest. You know, and people have said, you know, Man City's title challengers are going to be Arsenal this season. You know, I know Spurs are a very improved team, but this is why Manchester City will just walk the league again, because City will beat Arsenal and Spurs, in my opinion. They will beat them. And, you know, Liverpool are drawing as well to West Ham. You know, Man City beat West Ham away from home. It's like, you know what I mean? Like, Manchester City will walk this league again. You know, and it's going to be another boring season. And I think Brennan Johnson has pulled up here. He has. Arsenal probably are not going to kick it out. But that's overhit by Saka. Brennan Johnson pulled up there. Might have to be coming off. And this is not what he would have wanted. Coming in to start his first Spurs game. And it looks like it's ended in an injury. Because he has pulled up. Richarlison's warming up. Oh, no, Solomon's going to be coming on, not Richarlison, Manor Solomon, who I think is a decent player. You know, it was a good play for Fulham last season, scored a few goals. You know, he can do the job. Let's have a look here what happened with Johnson. Yeah, he just pulled up. He just pulled up. So it's one of those, man. Where I think the hamstring's gone. You know. It's just one of those unfortunate injuries. Looks like a very sunny day in North London. Can't say the same here for Manchester. Yeah, it's miserable weather here, but looks quite sunny in North London today. And here's the goal again. So Jesus passes it back to Jorginho. Brilliant win by Maddison. Puts it on a plate for Heung-min Son. Never, ever, ever, ever going to miss that. But you just can't concede a minute after scoring to make it 2-1. Arteta's reaction says it all. I think Arteta knows it's a goal before Maddison even passes it to Son. Like, he knows it's a goal. And the Arsenal fans are not happy. I tell you. Not happy. Son's happy. He's very happy. He is a very happy boy, Heung-min Son there. Yeah, and Brennan Johnson is off the pitch. Not how he would have wanted it to end. Yeah, I think Spurs fans just hope that's not a serious injury. But Manor Solomon comes on. The Israeli international. I think it's a good player, to be honest. I mean, it was a bit of a weird signing for Spurs, but, you know, I think it's a good player. I mean, that's got to be a foul, that ref. How is that not a foul on Kuleveski? How do you say his name? Oh, no, that is world-class play, that by Basuma. Shrugged off about 4 players there. But he loses the ball to Jesus, who slips. And now Spurs can break here with Maddison. Already got 2 assists to his name, James Maddison. Son, Maddison over the bar. But I tell you, what a performance James Maddison has put in again here tonight. I keep saying tonight, this afternoon. You know, 2 assists again. Bit of a bargain signing, wasn't it, for Spurs? I think, what was it, 35 million? I'm pretty sure I'm right. Let me have a look. How much did Spurs sign Maddison for? Where's Jesus? Referee's giving handball. 40 million. 40 million Spurs signed him for. It's looking like an absolute bargain, especially in this market. Liverpool are now 2-1 up. Darwin Núñez with the goal. So Liverpool lead again at Anfield against West Ham. "25 minutes to go. This game is in the balance." I even think if Spurs lose this game, they've showed something. Like, you know, they've showed, you know, they've played some very good football, but they've showed spirit, Spurs. Last season, they were embarrassing, you know, in the North London derby. In both games, they got completely outclassed by Arsenal. They got dismantled. But I think this afternoon, nearly said it again, I think this afternoon, they have shown that they can compete with Arsenal. Like, remember, this is away from home as well. You know, the Emirates is a tough place to go. And they're competing, and they've just won a free kick here in a very good position with the foul on Kulusevski. Right, I need to learn how you say his name, because it's definitely just not how I'm pronouncing it. Kulusevski. 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 I think I've got it now. Kulusevski. Right, I've got it now. Kulusevski. Kulusevski. Okay. But Maddison over the free kick. Can he get another assist? It will be his 3rd assist of the game if he manages to get one here. This is a good position. Whips it in. Headed out by Havertz. Comes out to Solomon. Against Bukayo Saka. Solomon whips it. Shocking cross. Comfortable for Raya. Comfortable claim. And well, you know, 21 minutes have already gone in this second half. It's absolutely flown by. Ooh, Vicario there. And that is a late tackle by Nketiah on Vicario. And it's going to be a foul for Spurs. Very late tackle there by Nketiah. It's one of those where he's trying to close the keeper down by slide, and then he just catches him. Yellow card, no more than that. I mean, that's a scissor tackle, that. That's a scissor tackle. That could potentially be a red card, but obviously we don't give red cards for scissor tackles because, you know, they're the most dangerous tackles in football, and we don't give red cards for them. You know, we only give red cards for studs up. Papa Sarr's done very well there. Well, this has been a very entertaining game so far. Who will win it? I don't know. It's hard to call if there will be a winner. Here's Nketiah. Wins the foul. Jorginho's been picked off it again. You're having a bit of a nightmare, Jorginho. And there's Kulusevski. Son! Side netting. Oh, what a chance for Heung-min Son. He's asking for a corner. Oh, here we're close. But Maddison, oh no, this doesn't look good. If you're a Spurs fan, Maddison is down and he looks in some pain here, James Maddison. It's a very good tackle on Kulusevski. Oh, no, no, no. No, no, no. He's jerked his knee. He's jerked it. Yeah. Oh, no. Oh. That's potentially a season ender. At least 3 months, that, I think. Potentially season ender. Oh, no, no, no. He jerks his knee. And this is not what you want to see as a Spurs fan and as a Premier League fan in general. This is not what you want to see. I'll be stunned if he's able to continue here. And he's back on his bum, standing up, sitting upright. Yeah, I think he looks like he might actually continue here, James Maddison. But it did look quite bad. And I think Postecoglou might be wise to take him off for precaution. Højbjerg is warming up. I think he is coming on, Højbjerg. Top training top's coming off. But here is the Son chance that has just happened. Really good play by Kulusevski. Son's onside as well. I just think he takes too long to shoot there, Son. He's got to shoot now. He just takes too long. He allows Saliba to come across. I think Maddison's going to try and come back on here. I mean, this is one of those where it could make the injury worse, or it could be nothing. It looked bad, but it might not be that bad, because I do think Maddison is coming back on. But it could make the injury 10 times worse. Corner to Spurs, whipped in. Headed away. Porro keeps it in. Crosses back in. Easy claim for Raya. Maddison isn't yet back on the pitch. Maddison is back on now. I mean, he looks okay. Does James Maddison? That knee doesn't look too bad. You know, he's running fine on it. But I can tell you, it won't be fine. There would have been a little bit of damage to that knee. 100%. He's running. I'm trying to keep an eye on him. He's running okay. Spurs throwing. He seems to be alright, Maddison. Hop in there. Seems to be okay. And there we go. It is 1-0 to Aston Villa and Chelsea. Horrible season. Looks like it's going to continue. Oh dear. What is going on? You know, what did I say? I think Pochettino might lose his job, boys. And I think it's, you know, you've got to look at Chelsea's upcoming fixtures. Aston Villa at home, I know you're down to 10 men. But you look at their fixtures, you know, they had to win this game. Fulham away, that's going to be difficult. Burnley away, I mean, Fulham and Burnley away, they should be winning. Arsenal at home is going to be difficult. Brentford at home, difficult. Spurs away, difficult. But you would have thought they would be beating Villa at home. And obviously they are down to 10 men, which doesn't help. But they are 1-0 behind. Thanks to Ollie Watkins. And well, Pochettino, I think, is in trouble. You know, I don't think people will say it, because they're scared, but he is in serious trouble. That is a great pass by Madison to Kulusevski. And he plays in Pedro Porro. Oh, it's a brilliant defending by Gabriel. Because Heung-min Son there basically had a tap in if that gets through. Boy, it's a brilliant block by Gabriel. What an attack by Spurs. All comes from James Maddison whipping it out to Kulusevski. And Gabriel, they're just in time. But Spurs here, they're looking the more likely team to score at the minute, Spurs. They're on top here. Arsenal are struggling here a little bit. Can't get Odegaard, can't get Saka in the game. Corner to Spurs, Porro to whip it in. No, referee stopped it for some reason. And he's giving a yellow card here, the referee, to someone. Who's he giving the yellow card to now? Is it to Romero? Well, the Romero disaster class continues because he's been booked. Are we going to see what he's been booked for? Because are we going to see what he's been booked for? No? Okay. Jesus and Romero there having a laugh. I mean, you wouldn't think that would be happening in Brazil and Argentina. I think they would hate each other. Whipped in. Kulusevski can also counter-attack. No, they can't. That's a really good pass by Porro. Here's Kulusevski, who's becoming a lot more a part of this game. Here's Sarr, gets a bit lucky. Shocking pass. He's won the ball. Ref, how are you giving a foul for that? He's won the ball. Jesus. Reece Nelson, an Arsenal Youth Academy player, is going to be coming on here for the Gunners. Again, though, you know, Havertz has came on at half time and he's offered absolutely nothing. Like half an hour has gone in this second half and I've barely noticed him. But we might notice him here. Here's Jesus. Skips away from Porro. Here's Jorginho, obviously at cost for the Spurs. Equaliser. And it rolls into the hands of Vicario. Shocking cross by Ben White. It's a lovely ball. Ketia, touch takes him wide, but he's won a corner. No, I don't think he has. I think it's a goal kick. Yeah, I think it's a goal kick to Spurs. So Richarlison and Højbjerg coming on for Spurs. Reece Nelson coming onto the pitch here for Gabriel Jesus. Missed two sitters, didn't he? Jesus, especially that second one he missed. You've just got to keep that ball low. Gets underneath it, blazes it over the bar. Reece Nelson is on for Arsenal. I think Spurs will take that substitution. And Heung-min Son is coming off for Spurs. Quite surprised at that one for Richarlison. And also James Maddison coming off as well. So Spurs may be going a little bit defensive here. What a performance though by them two today. Son and Maddison, 2 assists for Maddison, 2 goals for Heung-min Son. I can see why Maddison's been taken off because of the knee. He jerked earlier with the injury, but I think that knee might need to get looked at. I do think Spurs are going a little bit defensive here because I think they'll take this result. Don't forget, guys, like and subscribe, turn on notifications. It's been an absolute cracker, this one. It's probably been the best watch along we've done this one so far. So yeah. Vicario boosts it up towards Richarlison. It's now 3-1 to Brighton. Matoma with a brace. You know, I always thought Brighton were going to win that game. And it looks like they have 3 points sealed at the Amex. Obviously, they went 1-0 behind to Bournemouth, which was a bit of a shock, but turned it around. And that one should be game over. Free kick to Arsenal. Foul by Richarlison on Gabriel. It's like, it's so annoying though, because I used to watch football games like with commentary. I don't do it anymore because I believe like you can get copyrighted, so I don't want to risk it. But yeah, it does feel weird that I do watch games nowadays with no commentary. But here's Kulusevski. I think he's had a really good second half. Kulusevski, I really do. Here's Porro. Arsenal look a bit flat, you know, in this second half. Spurs have been the one on the front foot in this second half. I think the level of energy from Arsenal has gone down a little bit here, and with 10 minutes to go, they really don't look like scoring. Spurs look like the team that are going to score. So Spurs now, they're just so calm and composed in possession. Yeah, who would have thought Spurs would become a possession team? As good as this. Crazy. It's amazing what Postecoglou's been able to do. And even if Spurs lose this game, you know, it shows progress. You know, it shows that they can compete, because, you know, people thought that Arsenal were Man City's title challengers this season. Obviously, they were last year. You know, they ran Man City very close. But this is very positive signs if you're a Spurs fan. Very positive indeed. And, you know, I think I will be quite excited with the future of Spurs going forward under Postecoglou, because I don't actually think he will get sacked. I mean, I know I made a video and I've said he will get sacked. I got roasted in the comments, but, you know, I only said that because I didn't really see what he brought. You know, I thought he's doing it in a one team league in Scotland with Celtic, but he's come to Spurs. He's changed the philosophy within 2 months. It's amazing. It really is amazing what he's been able to do with this Spurs team, whose confidence were on the floor last season. But here's Solomon, good tackle by Saliba. You really would think, though, now a goal for anyone would win this game. Really good tackle there by Basuma on Saliba. He's literally just destroyed Saliba there, Basuma. Here's Havertz. Nearly losing the ball. Oh, he's won the what? He's won a free kick, sorry. 3-1 to Chelsea, still 1-0 to Aston Villa, still 2-1 to Liverpool. Ketia wins the header, but it's comfortable for Van der Ven. Spurs have just been very comfortable on the ball, apart from that Maddison moment where Jesus robbed him. Spurs have looked good again. I'm not joking. You know, I've never really hated Spurs, but they are a changed team. And you know, this performance, even if they don't get the result, it's confidence. It is confidence, and I think for Arsenal, I think they've been a little bit shocked there, to be honest, Arsenal, by how good Spurs have played. It's a wake-up call. Because Man City will play better than this. And Spurs have scored 2 goals against them. Do you know what I mean? And it's at the Emirates. But here's Odegaard. Not really being able to get him in the game. Odegaard, but here's Nelson. Nelson, deflected corner to Arsenal. I think Arsenal might dominate these last, few minutes of this match. I think Spurs will start sitting deep. And they'll take a draw. It's going to be Bukayo Saka to whip it in. A goal now wins you the game, in my opinion. Saka with the delivery. Oh, it could have went anywhere, that. I think it's another corner. It is. Played into the near post. I think Gabriel wins the flick on, and I mean, any touch from anyone there is probably a goal. I'm not sure if it's a corner or a goal kick. It's another corner. Whipped in. It's a really bad corner, that one. It goes out for a Spurs throw-in. Again, Eddie Nketiah. I think more needs to be said about Eddie Nketiah. I just don't think he's good enough for Arsenal. I think Arsenal need to buy a world-class goal-scoring striker. And yes, there's not many about, but I think Arsenal need one. Here's Havertz. Oh, Kai Havertz. That was his opportunity, but he's blazed it over the bar. I thought that was the moment for him. Force him on the edge of the box. It pops up to him really nicely. Takes it down on his chest, but it's not a great effort by Havertz. That would have been some moment if that went in. Especially for Havertz. Oh my God, what are Spurs doing there? Again, it's beautiful football from Spurs, that. And the doggy's quick. Really good tackle though by Saliba. Needed to time that perfectly, and he did. So if the doggy gets there first, danger signs are flashing for Arsenal backline. Here's Romero. Has been a bit of a disaster class from him today, but oh my God, what is that pass by Højbjerg? Nketiah was nearly in, but here's Odegaard. Reverse pass to Nketiah. There's Saka. I mean, what a great time this would be to score. Here's Zinchenko. Really nice ball to Reece Nelson. 1v1v Porro. Porro does well. Corner. Corner to Arsenal. Got a tall team, Arsenal. Saliba, Havertz, Gabriel. I mean, obviously Rice, but he's gone off. Reece Nelson whips it in. It's not a bad delivery. Ooh, What a header that is from Basuma. Ooh. He's got a pass there. What's he doing? What are they doing here, Spurs? Composure. Composure by Basuma, that. That was composure by Romero as well. They're looking for the ball here to Richarlison, and it will find him. Oh, what is Sackett doing? I think the doggy might have caught him on the ankle. And he has been booked a doggy, but I don't think you can give a second yellow card for that. And it is 3-1 to Liverpool. 3 points in the bag again for Liverpool. Diogo Jota in the 86th minute, making it 3-1. Chelsea still losing. Brighton still 3-1 up. It's going to be interesting to see how many minutes I'm going to get added on here. Ben White clips it to Havertz. Good run that by Havertz. There's back to Ben White. Crosses it in. Comes all the way. What? Oh my God. What? 10 minutes? 10 minutes? Oh my God, what the hell? 10 minutes of added time? That is crazy. What is that for a clearance? Corner to Arsenal. And Arsenal, I've seen that number now, and I think Arsenal will actually score now. 10 minutes of additional time. That is crazy. That is bonkers. Odegaard whips in the corner. Good delivery. Really good punch by Vicario. Saka. Good save by Vicario. I think it was going wide anyway by Bukayo Saka. It's one of those, it zips along the surface. Yeah, it's going wide, but maybe it's going wide. But Vicario's got to make sure. Zips it away for another corner to Arsenal. And this is relentless pressure from the Gunners. Nelson with the cross. Gabriel rises. And it's going to be another corner to Arsenal. I mean, I thought that was a goal kick, that one, but apparently not. This is just pressureless from Arsenal. Spurs there are looking a bit fragile. It's going to be whipped in. Vicario's done very well to claim that. Very, very well indeed there, Vicario. You know, he looks a good goalkeeper as well, does Vicario. Don't say VAR are looking at a handball here. Don't say they are they? No, I don't. No, they're not. Richarlison's offside. Nope. Here's Havertz. Good tackle by Porro. Arsenal throwing. Seven minutes to go. We have played 93 minutes of 10 added on. Yes, you heard me right. 10 minutes. I mean, when I think about it, it probably is 10. I mean, it's probably 7, let's be honest. I mean, the VAR shouldn't have took as long as it did. You know, I needed to look at it once to see it was a penalty. And then the Maddison injury, but that's the only real thing I can think of. Porro's done very well there, but he's given it straight to Havertz, who's just been absolutely destroyed by Basuma there. I mean, I've been so impressed with Basuma again today. Really, I've been. Like, he's just a machine. He's just an absolute machine. So strong, man. I saw a stat, you know, earlier today that this is the first North London derby game where both teams haven't lost a game in a season before they've played each other. Well, that was quite crazy. Look at that from Basuma. That is class. There's Kulusevski. And here's Romero. Obviously with the own goal. And he gave the penalty away for handball. Really good tackle by Basuma. I mean, he's probably my man of the match, Basuma. Here's Richarlison. Couldn't turn. He gets off the shot though there, Richarlison. Be interesting to see where that ball was going to go. Basuma. Højbjerg. Shocking pass forced to Richarlison. Deflected. Right, hold on. That's a nice pass by Havertz to Nelson. We have played over 95 minutes here at the Emirates. Here's Jorginho, obviously at fault for Spurs' second goal, which was scored instantly after Bukayo Saka's penalty. Here's Saliba. Good run by Odegaard. That's going to be a throw into Spurs. I've been impressed with the doggy as well for Spurs today. I really have been. Smith Rowe coming on now. You know, I think the doggy, obviously getting booked relatively early on. You know, you're coming up against Bukayo Saka. I think he's held his own at doggy. Speaking of Saka, he is going to be coming off now, Bukayo Saka. Seems to be limping a little bit. Coming off for Smith Rowe. You know, I like Smith Rowe, but he's kind of out of fortune, isn't he now? In the Arsenal team. They've got so many attacking options when everyone's fit, you know. Saka, Odegaard, Jesus. You know, and Nketiah seems to always start over him. Martinelli. Can't seem to get a look in at the minute, Smith Rowe. Is there going to be a late winner here? Here's Gabriel to Jorginho to Saliba. Ben White. It's a good pass. Bit lucky though. Switched out to Smith Rowe. Zinchenko. It's good possession players from Arsenal, but nearly lost it there. Still got it. Here's Havertz. Smith Rowe to Saliba. Jorginho to Zinchenko. Tries to find Havertz over the top. Porro heads away and Kulusevski. It's just knocked it to absolutely nobody. Raya boots it. Strong tackle there by Romero. Going to be a free kick to Arsenal. Again, stupid by Romero. Again, just doesn't really seem to think there. Just barges into Nketiah. There's Smith Rowe. Zinchenko with the cross. Doggy clears. Comes on to Ben White, who takes the throw in. And he does throw it in, Ben White. No, he hasn't yet. He's taking his time. Now he throws it in. To Saliba. To Gabriel. Are we going to have a late drama at the Emirates again? Ooh. And now can Spurs counter-attack? Oh, Papa Sarr. That was a good chance, but look at Basuma. That is, oh my God. Basuma, he's been the best player on the pitch today for me, Basuma. Kulusevski into the Arsenal box. Oh, Richarlison puts it wide, took a deflection. It's a corner to Spurs, 30 seconds to go here at the Emirates, and that was actually a good chance. It might have been going in if it hadn't have got deflected. And this is probably going to be the last action of this game. Can Spurs win it here from this corner? What scenes this would be. The Spurs fans are on their feet, praying for a miracle. Porro to whip it in. It's whipped in. It's headed out. And that is the final whistle. It's an absolutely unbelievable North London derby game. It's finished Arsenal 2, Spurs 2. And I tell you, Tottenham Hotspur are seriously impressive this season. You look at last season, they got outplayed, outclassed, obliterated by Arsenal last season. But this season, they look a completely new team. And things are looking up for Spurs. As for Arsenal, it's a disappointing result, I think, for them. You know, being at home in a derby, I thought Arsenal were going to win tonight. I said tonight again. But it's a really good result for Spurs. Arsenal took the lead. Romero own goal. Saka goes for the shot. Romero sticks out a leg in rash fashion for 1-0 to Arsenal. And then it was 1-1. Heung-min Son with the goal. Really good play by Maddison. Gets past Saka with ease. Cuts it back to Son. Really good finish. And then in the second half, Arsenal took a 2-1 lead. Bukayo Saka from the penalty spot. Romero, handball, clear penalty. Straight down the middle. He sends Bukayo the wrong way. And then literally about 30 seconds later, Heung-min Son bags another one for Spurs. And it finishes 2-2 at the Emirates. What a game. The other scores are in from the 2 o'clock kickoffs. Brighton 3, Bournemouth 1, Liverpool 3, West Ham 1, and Chelsea 0, Aston Villa 1. And I think Pochettino's in trouble. Look at the Spurs fans. They are absolutely buzzing with that performance. And I think if you're a Spurs fan, the future's exciting under Postecoglou. I just want to say a massive shout out to you guys watching the stream. That was probably the best game that I've watched so far. And also a big shout out to Yves Bissouma. What a monster performance it was by Bissouma today. For me, country mile the best player on the pitch. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this stream. Please like, please subscribe, turn on notifications, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.